This came, about 4 or 5 days ago, and it's just been sitting on my kitchen table waiting to be opened. I'm sure you can guess what's in here. It's kind of soft and squishy. I'm so excited. Let me back up and explain sort of what I'm going to do with these random packages that I get throughout the year and into the future. I was recently made aware that Joann apparently has filed for bankruptcy. I think their stores are going to still be open. I haven't checked it out personally for myself. Shopping at Joann in person has not been something that I've been able to do for a while because the closest Joann to us is 45 minutes away, and I just don't go out that way. If I'm out that way, I'll stop. I haven't been out that way in quite some time. They used to have a Joann really close to my house, like 10 minutes away, and that was perfect. And I love Joann for the fabrics. So when I was first starting to knit and crochet and get into the yarn type crafts, I would always go to Michael's. They just seemed to have the yarn that I needed and wanted. I would go to Joann for the fabrics. Way back in the day, I used to actually sew, and I would make Halloween costumes for my kids. I don't sew at all anymore. So I haven't really had the opportunity or the need to go to Joann for fabric. I do want to see that fabulous yarn wall that they have put in some of their stores. The last time that I was in the Joann by my house, they still didn't have that fabulous yarn wall where you've got all of the colors and the yarn just sitting right on that wall. It looks absolutely amazing from the pictures that I've seen, but I haven't seen it in person. So if I'm going to buy anything from Joann, typically it's going to be online anyway. Talking about this package, this year and into the future, I am really hoping to help support small businesses. So I did some research for, independent yarn dyers and independent yarn stores to start picking a yarn from, shopping with, and we're going to see what these yarns look like. So this particular yarn company is called Yarn in the Woods, and they're based out of Galena, Illinois. So that is on the west side of Illinois. I think it's on the border of Illinois and Iowa, I think. And Galena tends to be one of those small, sort of cozy towns where they probably do have a lot of these little independent type stores, especially for yarn and things. So I went on their website. I just did a Google search at first, and I found this one, clicked on it, went on their website, and the colors of the yarns just pulled me in. Now, when I went on this site maybe 2 weeks ago, they were out of stock of a lot of things. So I don't know if they're re-dyeing some yarns and are going to have new colors and new colorways out there in the future. So the colorway that I got is called Cottage Garden, and they had one left, and there are 5 mini cakes, I think. So let's open this up and see what it looks like. So let's just cut into this carefully and see what we've got. Okay, so here is one of those mini balls. It came with a little stitch marker. How adorable. So we've got 5 different ones. Here's the third, and just look at how pretty those colors are. There's another one. All right, so on this one, it's got hand-dyed artesian yarns and fiber art. So there's a website, and I'll link that down below so you can check them out. And it does have, she wrote down the information. Let's see, it's a wool nylon blend of yarn. It's a number 1, so like a fingering sock weight. And here, let's take a look. See, so you can see it's a definitely a fine thin weight yarn. 438 total yards. So all of these together, all 5 balls, have 438 yards, which to me is a good amount for these little guys. There's 100 grams total. It is machine wash, gentle cold, and tumble dry low. So it is machine washable and dryable as long as you're careful. So let's see, let's hold all of these colors up. There we go. Aren't they just so pretty? I mean, I don't know what I'm going to use them for yet, but I really wanted to try something new. I'm so just honed in on going to Michael's or Joann or whatever, Walmart or whatever has that, just the standard 4-weight acrylic yarn. So I really wanted to branch out and try something completely different. And I'd like to make a project with each independent order that I get. So like all of these 5, I'm going to put into one project, and that's like my Yarn in the Woods project. Whatever shop that I go to next, I'm going to try to put all of that yarn or whatever yarn I get into a single project. It may work out, it may not. I may have to kind of revise this whole thing, this whole idea, but I'm definitely going to keep buying yarn from smaller independent stores. For all 5 of these, it was $35 plus shipping. To me, well worth it. You get quite a bit of yarn. Each one of these probably is about $7 if you break it down. Together, it was $35. So, you know, it's not super cheap, but you're getting some quality yarn that's different from what you would typically get, just, you know, your standard acrylic yarn. So it's not super soft. It's not scratchy, but you definitely can feel that wool in there. But I think blending it with the nylon softens it up a little bit. It doesn't say, it just says wool nylon blend. So I'm not sure how much of wool is in there and how much nylon is in there. This is color A. It is 75% color wash British blue faced Leicester wool and 25% nylon. And you get about 92 yards in one of these. So if you go online, you'll see all of the sort of the information for each of these. Not sure what the other, all it has is color B, C, D, E, and I'm not sure which one is which. So anyway, they're about 75 to 80% wool, and then 20 to 25% nylon in each of these. And they're all about 92 yards. Some of them, I think there's an 87. There's 2 that are 87. One is 80. That might be this one. Beautiful colors. I'm just thinking, like, what am I going to make that's going to capture all of these together nicely? So be sure to check out Yarn in the Woods. So far, I know I haven't worked any of these up yet, but I recommend. Shipping was fast. The price is, I think, reasonable for an independent yarn dyer seller. From the website, it looks like they also do custom hand-dyed jobs. So if you're interested in something, or you like some of the colorways that you've seen and you're inspired and you want something custom dyed, reach out to them and see if they can help you out. So it looks like on their website, all of their yarns right now that I'm looking at were a limited edition, which is probably why they're sold out. So they probably come up with new ones throughout the year. There's a couple on here that I'm actually interested in going back and looking at and maybe buying. We'll see. Cold Winter Night is one of them, and it's sort of blues, dark blues, grays, beige, white. That one's really pretty. They've got a Rustic Woodland Christmas, which they still have available, and that's sort of red and green, dark red and dark greens. But yeah, so a lot of their limited edition yarns right now are out of stock, so they probably just made so much at once, but they have some really, really, really pretty colorways. So I'm going to bookmark this and keep checking back and seeing if they have any new yarns, new colorways out there throughout the year. But I'm very, very happy with what I got here, and I cannot wait to work something up with these. So I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to check out Yarn in the Woods. I'm going to link all of that information down below in the description box. So check them out. See if it's something that you might want to bookmark and keep checking back for new yarns and help support small businesses. Thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, happy crocheting. Bye.